All right, we're gonna do a video with Rocket here. If you remember the last video we had with Rocket, we're teaching him how to just stay put. He's doing so good. And all I do is I put the remote collar on. I tell him to stay for a short period of time. I call him off with the release command of just okay. That's all I say. Reward him for listening to the release command as much as I reward him for staying in place. Now, if he's to break before I say okay, I hold the vibrate in. I call him back to the place where I want him. I let the vibrate off. So he starts learning how to turn that off, and that vibration around his neck is kind of his correction for getting off. I mean, it is his correction. But then I also reward him for going back on and turning his correction off on his own. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Stay. So now we're getting to the point to where I can open this door here. I'm not going to leave it open for very long because it is 9 degrees outside and windy. But before I do something that I know is going to add another level of distraction, I have to remind him what I want. So I'm going to walk by. I'm going to tell him, stay. Good. And damn, it's cold out. Good boy. Good boy. So I also want to be able to come up here and pet him, give him a little bit of love, and then be able to, without him jumping all over me, good boy. And he's being awesome right now. But then I want to be able to walk away after I pet him, maybe, you know? And so when if I just walk away, that's what I want. Now when I want to release him, it's, okay, good boy. I don't want the jumping, but he's not gonna, Good. So I'm only gonna reward him when he greets me with his butt on the ground. Rocket. Good, stay. So even with another dog walking around, throwing food on the ground, he's not moving. Now when you start doing this, you're going to begin by just saying stay, reward, okay. Stay, reward, break. And then you're going to say stay eventually, and you're going to work up to maybe taking this far away. Reward, okay. So then you see where I'm going here. You just eventually, and then the next big thing is if you can turn your back to them. Real quick, reward them, stay, break. And then you start walking farther away with your back toward them. Maybe you're making some noise. You know, maybe I want to come over here and kick this food bowl. Something that's distracting, loud. That made him break. So what do? Vibrate. Let it go. Stay. Good boy. Stay. So now we've even added another dog walking around, taking food, and he's still there. Good boy. Good. Stay. Now one thing right now with the other dogs walking around, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but he's shaking. He's fighting it. He's so worked up that he is barely taking food out of my hand. Good boy. Good. Good. Stay. Stay. Good. Good. Stay. Okay. Good boy. Good boy. Good. So you notice when he came off, he was hyped up, started jumping. I totally ignored it. And now he's getting his reward for having that butt on the ground. All it is being consistent and keeping up the pattern. So even though your dog might be your best buddy, if you don't want them jumping on you or people, you're gonna have to be consistent. It doesn't matter. Sometimes they might jump on you and you might be like, oh, hey buddy, and start scratching their ears because maybe you have scrub clothes on and you don't care. But your dog doesn't know the difference between work clothes and church clothes. So it's gotta be one way or the other. Because you can't expect them to know the difference between your nice clothes and your scrubs. Not to mention, it's not just that. They could jump up on grandma and injure someone, or jump up on a little kid and claw their face or something like that, catch a lip, catch an eye. You know, bad things can happen and it's just an accident. So be very consistent with that, and you'll have a good outcome. But there is where Rocket's at. The next video is going to be a little different. I've got a puppy. It's a Yorkie poo. She probably weighs 6 ounces, and we're litter box training a puppy. So that'll be something different. Might be fun to watch. And I know a lot of people could probably use it. If you have a little tiny dog and maybe you live up in an apartment, you don't want to take them outside when it's 9 degrees and windy, and they can just go in the litter box and you can clean up the litter box and flush it down the toilet. So that's what we're aiming at with little Molly inside, and that's who we're going to video next. And we still got Belle and Dean here, so be a good day, despite the horrible weather. All right, toodles.